Imagine a world where chaos isn't something to be feared, but revered. A world where order is nothing but a fragile illusion, easily shattered by the harsh truth of existence. Breviary of Chaos isn't just a work of philosophy. It's a haunting reflection on life, death, and the darkness that lies within us all. Our story begins in a world on the brink of collapse. Civilization, as seen in this work, is not on a path of progress, but rather one of inevitable decline. We are all passengers on a sinking ship, the author writes, and yet we cling to the illusion that it can be saved. This powerful metaphor captures the essence of a vision, a society blinded by its own illusions of control, unaware that it's already sinking beneath the weight of its own chaos. The message is clear. Our world is built on fragile systems, economic, political, and moral, that are doomed to fail. But rather than fight this inevitable decline, we're asked, what if we embraced it? Chaos is not something that exists outside of us. It's inside us, driving our every decision, lurking beneath our carefully constructed lives. Man's greatest fear is not the unknown, the text reads, but the truth of his own insignificance. We spend our lives building structures, societies, beliefs, systems of control, not to create order but to hide from the reality of our powerlessness. Our desperate need for control is humanity's tragic flaw. We seek to impose order, to dominate the natural world, and yet we are powerless in the face of the chaos that defines the universe. But chaos is not seen solely as destructive. It is viewed as the inevitable death of civilization, something that is both tragic and necessary. Our cities will one day be ruins, the author writes, and our monuments forgotten. In this acceptance of the impermanence of human achievement lies a haunting beauty. The collapse of civilization is not a failure, but a natural part of life's cycle. Just as individuals must face death, so too must societies. And in this collapse, there is a strange kind of serenity, an acceptance that there is no lasting order, only the ebb and flow of chaos. In this philosophy, hope is not a virtue but a dangerous illusion. Hope, it is said, is the lie we tell ourselves to avoid the truth of chaos. We are challenged to let go of the false comforts of hope, to stop clinging to the idea that things will get better. By abandoning hope, we can see the world as it truly is, without the distractions of optimism or salvation. Only in facing the void, we are told, can we find freedom. This stark perspective isn't easy to accept, but it offers a path to true liberation. At the heart of this work is the inescapable truth of death. It is viewed as the only certainty in life, a force that transcends all of our attempts at control. Death is the only true order, the author writes, the only thing that cannot be denied. But far from being a source of despair, this is seen as a profound truth, one that, when embraced, reveals the sacredness of chaos. Chaos is not something to be feared but revered. It is the force that gives life its meaning, the only thing that remains when everything else falls away. Chaos is sacred, we're reminded, because it is eternal. By accepting the chaos within and around us, we can find peace in the knowledge that we are part of something far greater and far less predictable than ourselves. Breviary of Chaos is not a comforting work, but it is a deeply honest one. It asks us to let go of the illusions we've been taught to believe in, to face the world not as we wish it to be, but as it truly is. And in doing so, we might just find a new kind of freedom, not in hope or order but in chaos itself.